Ahoy there, this is Top Secret Agent X04 speaking. And who might you be?
10 seconds, a new record. It takes a cell phone to get you out of that chair.
Ah, James. Not a month goes by without your words of wisdom over the telephone.
I saw your face in the news again, but I want to see the real thing. Guess what? I'm in your area this evening. How about a tete-a-tete dinner? Usual place?
Yes.
So then I said, are you gonna take that chair lying down?
Ah, you always knew how to exercise your wit in precarious times.
I tell you, that's the last time I get mistaken for a contact.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
Boy, you'd never think that two people completely different would make the finest agents in the force. We are the eternal partners, the duo of destiny.
One a musical entrepreneur, the other a janitor at the dust-making factory. But put the two together, and what do you got? Calcium and cheddar.
You always were incorrigible.
I beg your pardon?
No, incorrigible. Incorrigible.
We need to get you a translator.
There is nothing wrong with my accent.
When we were both made agents on the very same day, my mouth cascaded to the floor. I never thought you'd really make the grade.
I'm always one step ahead, buddy. That's why my success rate is untarnished. The papers always want to know who shot me where. I've been taking down bad guys all the way from here to New Amsterdam. The name Agent Whitlock strikes fear into the heart of the criminal masses.
That's because they... Are you seriously going to have just one olive in your coffee?
Who wouldn't?
You know it has to be two!
Hey, don't go embarrassing me in public, man.
You're the one embarrassing yourself!
Alright, I'll get one from the counter in a sec. But anyway, tell me about you, Freddy Aura. How are things with you?
Well, in verisimilitude, things have been rather jejune lately.
Ah, same old Freddy Aura. When the world is at peace, you can't be. You're not happy unless something's going down.
No, that can't be right. Claude Useless Teal is serving in New Budapest to recover a case of stolen cameras, whereas another acquaintance of mine wound up in New Lisbon to stop the lobster and his gang. There's surely no shortage of skullduggery.
Try saying that 3 times fast. Look, why don't you just visit your boss and ask for a new mission? Get up off your hindquarters and do something about it.
Is your head as empty as your teacup? You know as well as I do the prohibition against visiting one's superior without express permission. But I suppose it's worth a punt. I grow irked of sitting around my mansion with 23 billiard rooms and a roaring fireplace. As usual, James, I can trust you to be the voice of reason.
Hey, if you don't get nothing, you should come with me to the New Alps. I've got a skiing resort we can use in the summer.
I'll keep you appraised. Honestly, one olive in your coffee.
I heard that.
There's not a lot you don't hear. You have satellites in your ears.
Guess what, Freddy? Our satellites go into space.
You dare question my knowledge of the
What do you know about my
limits?
ears?
Your
Two
libation
ears, one
leaves
mouth,
out to be
Freddy.
desired.
Two ears,
Your one
mouth.
is an insult
Itching
to
on
all
the
the people
rights,
who
get
work
your
so
facts
hard
right,
to produce
stop going on about my ears. pal, what's doing? What's happening? Good to see you.
Sooner than I thought, James. Why are you here?
All in good time, pal.
XO4, please take a seat. Oh no, anyone but him.
What's up?
It's Trepain. A pain in the proverbial posterior.
Come on, he can't be that bad. He seems like a nice guy. He makes my coffee just the way I like it.
We in the Force call him Mr. Monologue.
Why's that?
XO4, I received your fax message, and in lieu of the unique situation, I shan't punish you for approaching your superior unsummoned. Now hark my words, as I must give you the rundown of the situation. I've collated the eyewitness testimony of many witnesses, and we can indeed confirm that approximately 30 days ago from today, Chief Inspector Detective Colonel Ovens disappeared under mysterious circumstances. He was last seen stationed at the airport in New Venice, but no one can seem to understand why. He wasn't assigned to any particular mission, and he appears to have left headquarters in a hurry.
So that means...
Don't interrupt me, you garrulous sesquipedalian. Maybe he wanted a holiday, for peace of mind.
I'm afraid that is pish-tosh. In all the years I've known him, the Chief Inspector Detective Colonel hasn't even taken a sick note, let alone a vacation. It's totally out of character for him.
I admit that's true.
So maybe...
Of course, the most intriguing aspect of your fax, XO4, was the lack of a ransom note. Now perhaps you'd care to elaborate in 5 words or less?
Forsooth, I considered it mighty strange. If the Colonel has indeed been kidnapped, there is evidently no intention of returning him. He could be in serious imperilment. But why is James here?
I have heard that you two work well together, with an impeccable record of several successful missions in the past. Henceforth, ergo and therefore, I am assigning the pair of you to this case. And this is a number 1 priority. Ovens is an essential part of our agency. We cannot afford to lose him.
Okay, so just in case the audience didn't get that, we need to fly up to New Venice, follow up on any lead, and recover the Colonel, safe and sound.
And by the way, in the absence of the Colonel, you will be serving under my authority. Dismissed.
Goodness gracious, we've been here so long he's got a film of dust on his coffee. Let's make haste.
So, Trepain, did you book us first class?
That's Super Chief Commanding Inspector Officer Trepain to you, James. Don't treat me with disrespectful contempt. Back in my day, they used to show due diligence for authority figures. Nowadays, we're lucky if...
You've set him off again. We'll never get out of here.
Hey, I need to know these things.
Your mind is on the menu, not the mission. KM24, come in. Yes, I wonder if you could do a small boon for me and ring Trepain on the telephone. I'm obliged.
You can't keep quiet, James. If you'd excuse me, gentlemen, I must partake of this telephone call. Ahoy there, Trepain speaking.
Hey, now's our chance.
Yes,
We absolutely have to get the Colonel back. Did I ever tell you about my seasickness, James?
Oh, relax, man. This is the best way to find info around here. Besides, it looks like you got what you asked for. You know, this mission is just what you need to break you out of your torpor stupor.
I suppose so. I just wish it wasn't at the Colonel's expense.
Hey, don't complain. It's been years since we got to work the same mission together.
We have absolutely no leads. A month is a long time. He could be anywhere.
Well, then let's make our way to the town center. Maybe someone saw something. Hey, pal, can this thing do more than 20 knots?
James, one of these days you'll get us liable for a bout in hospital.
Well, we're in a hurry. We don't have time for slow progress. Hey, can we stop and get a bite to eat? I'm Hank Marvin.
Well, I suppose that's as good a code name as any. Why don't we try that place over there? There surely must be something there with ingurgitation value.
Hats off to you, take one, take two. You are
Great.
so cool.
We don't want a music episode.
They hear your voice, they have no choice. You can't stop me, take two, take three. Is the
Man, this is gonna be in the charts someday.
Your taste requires a second and third.
Fighting for justice is not soon comes the day when the bad guys will say, hats off to you, take one, take two, you are so cool. Hats off to you, to you.
Thank you. We will resume after a short intermission.
That's the best thing that's happened to us all day.
Ah, what a delight to make acquaintance with new faces. And you are Senor,
Smith. Peter Smith.
James Whitlock. Nice to meet you. I'm a big music enthusiast myself. How come I've never heard you guys before? We are but a humble traveling band. We're making a tour across the entire country. We started off in New Naples and are making several stops across the way. We see many things in our travels.
Ah, then you may be able to provide us with some much-needed assistance. You see, a friend of ours has gone missing recently, and we're rather hoping to locate him. I don't suppose you happen to have met anyone like that in your travels?
Well, perhaps you could grace me with a description, monsieur?
Let's see now. About 6 feet tall, perpetually wearing sunglasses, and a salmon-colored suit.
What's color?
Never mind.
Sorry, I don't recall any such characters. You must appreciate that we have hundreds of senors and senoritas coming in here each night. You could hardly expect me to remember each one of them.
I figured it would be too much to demand of you.
Tell me something, how'd you get that unique sound? Well, I'll let you in on a little professional secret.
The music is pre-recorded. We only pretend to play the instruments.
No kidding. Who'd have thunk it? Could have fooled me.
Well, he did.
Yes, it's a new revolutionary technique, which means we don't actually have to be good at playing music. But no one notices.
Well, it would certainly save the budget in television.
Well, come on now. Tell me how you got that sound. I have an ear for these things. It's not guitar strings, I know that. It's different. You are quite the connoisseur, sir. Follow me backstage. I'm sure this will placate your intrigue.
James, we're wasting our time. We're not curious little children.
Man, I'm a kid in a candy store. Cast a glance at this.
No way, a ukulele? Of course! But it's only got one string.
Well spotted, senor. This is a truly irreplaceable vessel. That's why we record the music in advance, so the instrument never risks damage while we're on stage.
Say, let's give this a try.
No! I simply can't permit you to do that. You see, it runs in my family. Purchased in 1576 by the Viscount Giuseppe, it has passed all the generations down to Ma. Although his performance was a bit sloppy at times, he taught his progeny well. I'm sure a fellow musician like you will understand.
Sure, I get it. No one borrows my guitar. That's because you leave it by the compost heap.
Hey, incidentally, do you serve food here? Me and my friend are famished. We are but poor, simple musical folk. Such amenities would tax us too far. One has to make a profit, you know.
The only thing we have obtained during our visit here is rumbling stomachs. You must forgive me if I appear brusque, but we have to depart promptly. I'm gratified for your time.
It is our privilege to display hospital to strangers. Have this pamphlet. Stop by again if you get the chance, won't you? Hey, thanks for the advice. Hey, I gotta get me a ukulele just like that one.
It's easy. All you need is a pair of secateurs.
Hey pal, try to be more embracing, won't you? Why are you so uncultured, man?
You, James, are an inherent globetrotter, whereas I am an unabashed utilitarian. I refuse to engage in such frivolities as discordant chords and sightseeing.
Yeah, now he needs the translator.
Hey, I stepped on something.
Of course. Every agent wears a tie clip with a built-in tracking device.
And this is definitely a possession of the Chief Inspector Detective Colonel. James, can you trace it?
Sure thing, pal. It's taken us to, New Naples.
Isn't that where the band started from?
We can't linger, your boss is in jeopardy. Let's go to the car pronto.
This is exceedingly worrying. What was the Colonel doing at a music venue of all places?
Hey, don't sweat it, pal. You were probably right. Each one of the holiday. You know, sweet country tunes under a blanket of stars.
No. Someone has definitely got him.
Why's that?
The Colonel despises music.
What a drive, huh? The weather, everything on the wrong side of the road.
Aren't you being a trifle impetuous?
I don't think there's self-footing here, Freddie, are Oh, great. A gentleman can't be left alone to listen to his Brahms. Good evening! And which swamp did you two come from?
We would like to reserve 2 rooms for the evening, please.
Naturellement! Right, that's £2 then.
Highway robbery. I suppose nothing is more realistic than a lack of money.
Pay the man, it's only a little dosh.
A little dosh for you, a fortnight's wages for me. You're the richest agent on the force. You could at least chip in once in a while.
All right, dinner's on me.
Right, now if you'll excuse me, I've got a salad to prepare. Kitchen's closed for the night.
You got away with it this time.
Always one step ahead, buddy.
Who is it?
Open the door this instant. Now!
You are our contact, aren't you? Follow me to the lounge.
Why, it's good to see you. I've already had to beat up 3 people who impersonated our contact, so I won't waste any more time. So tell me now, how do we infiltrate Sinclair Mansion?
Let's see, newspaper, treacle, gloves. Once inside, you make a left, turn straight, you'll see the Renoir on the wall. Combination is right 1, left 3, right 7. But make sure to keep your body temperature above 98 degrees or you'll trigger the heat sensors. Make a sharp left out the back through the kitchen, make a safe retreat into the grounds. Got it? You better, because I ain't repeating it.
Fantastic! That is perfect in every detail. Now I know our heist will be successful. I'm glad we could rely on you.
Yeah, I hope you both find what you're after. Good night.
Hold it now! Why would you say that? When you know there's 3 members of our team? You're not the contact! Clobber him!
Whoa there! James, keep the noise down.
Bad guys, why don't you use the window like everyone else?
At last, you're the one that's trying to infiltrate Sinclair Mansion.
I believe this is a case of mistaken identity. Try the room opposite the hall.
Oh, the ineptitude! I'm gonna beat you up.
Why, if it wasn't for the central heating, I'd be shivering.
Lockjaw, eh? Let's see if we can loosen it up a bit. Hey, not cool, man.
I suppose I should be grateful. What on earth are you doing this time of night?
Of all the darn luck, being mistaken for a contact. At last you understand.
What can I say? I suppose you just have one of those faces.
Have a nightmare or two, won't you?
My fight scene was better than yours. That was last year, but with everything he's paying out, that's by the by. But with the money he's getting from that, all is not lost. And I do enjoy a bit of gardening on the side. I've got some white roses.
Yeah, hold that thought. We're nearly there now. Looks like we're coming up to this big tower thingy.
We call it a citadel. This place is crawling with bad guys. We'll have to use every trick in the book to get inside.
Two bad guys at 4 o'clock. It's not that late. I've been in this situation many a time. We have to create some sort of diversion. Usually a coin will suffice. Surely you must have one of your nickels handy?
No need, pal. Watch this surpassing way. Hey, shift change!
You need to learn a thing or two about class, James. You should have paid more attention in class.
Where do we go from here? This is a completely dead end.
Hey, where's your intuition?
Check the walls.
Yeah, okay, cool your jet, showboater. Let's get moving.
Darn, iron bars. What are we gonna do?
Easy.
Hey, smart aleck, without a hacksaw, we ain't getting nowhere.
Not to fret, my anxious compadre. Have a little confidence.
Are you kidding? Magician's rope? That stuff's as thin as floss.
All the bad guys use it for a reason.
Didn't anybody tell you you were missing?
Chief Inspector, Detective Colonel?
XO4! You're a sight for sore sunglasses.
I assume this is not part of some luxurious cruise around the world.
Oh, I wish. They were never going to release me. I haven't even had 3-course meals on a tray. I'm starving. But there's no time to explain. We have to get out of here this instant. The guards will be making their rounds in 5 minutes' time.
Not much of a head start.
Emergency! The prisoner has escaped! Find him!
Drat! I'll never get back up there. I better call for reinforcements.
I've got the colonel in my sights. He's heading toward the bridge.
Come on now, spill the beans. You must know something of tantamount cruciality. Tell us! Last month in New Naples, a group of locals unearthed the most valuable diamond in the world, only one of its kind. Regrettably, a criminal gang stole it from them and are going to sneak it out of the country. Just as I was closing in on them, they captured me and imprisoned me all the way back there. We may be too late to do anything.
Is that why you were at the airport in New Venice?
Yes, I intended to pip them at the post. But they got to me first.
But how could a diamond travel all the way across the country undetected?
That's true, there's checkpoints everywhere, someone would notice. Alas not, for they have a foolproof disguise. They pose as a travelling band. A travelling band?
Johnny Credit Card.
You know them? According to this pamphlet, their next performance is this afternoon, right by the New Venice airport. We can still stop them. Alonzi!
Let's see now.
Aha! The music bug has brought you folks back. Unfortunately, our tour is finished, but I'll play you some tunes for free. The only tune I'm interested in is your swan song, Sonny. Forgive me, senor. I've never seen you before in my life.
Where's the diamond, Johnny?
Don't know what you're talking about. Feigning obfuscation will do you no good, Johnny. I officially charge you with larceny of precious stones. By the power of the Chief Inspector, Detective Colonel, you will stand by and permit us to search your entire venue. You're an impulsive man. Let's hope you're not a stupid one as well. You're not serious!
We've turned this place inside out, Colonel. There's nothing.
I told you already, put that down! It was bequeathed to me by the late Viscount Giuseppe. Have a little respect for those now gone. That's it! It must be inside the ukulele!
No, I looked inside it earlier. It's clean. And there's nothing in it.
But how?
He may have already passed it on to someone else. If that's the case, we can't hold this guy on anything. Not even on your kidnapping.
You realize it is a criminal offense to accuse someone of a criminal offense without grounds? I shall be reporting to your superiors. You'll be on the streets of Rock Bottom by the end of the week.
No! I was so convinced.
Sorry, Colonel. He's got us on this one. We have to let him go.
He will be going absolutely nowhere!
It's just like they used to say in the academy. Things are not always as they seem, and skimmed milk masquerades as cream.
You're quite dotty. Johnny, you were so close to escape. But there's one thing you didn't count on. James's musical genius.
Of course. But how?
Were it not for James's incessant intrigue, you would not have been forced to draw our attention to the ukulele. You showed it to us as a red herring in order to divert suspicion away from you. But the truth is, we've been looking at the diamond the whole time.
Mr. Aura, don't percolate with us. There's nothing in it.
True, the ukulele is empty, and it is made of wood. But I ask you, why does it have only one string?
The string itself is the diamond.
That's why he never played it during live performances. It could be carried in the equipment without a wink of suspicion, whether by an audience member or a checkpoint. After all, no one interferes with the sentimentality of a musician. This instrument is but a mere ornament. How did you work it out?
With ease. Your story did not add up. You see, the late Viscount Giuseppe was already dead in the year he claimed he purchased the ukulele. Ergo, I quickly deduced that if you fibbed about this detail, you were obviously smuggling a diamond disguised as a ukulele string.
Well, when did you find that out?
I did some research off screen.
As usual, Mr. Aura, your deductions have pulled the day! Bravo! I didn't know you held my musical esteem in such high regard, Freddy Aura.
Well, I know we've had our fair share of altercations, but are we not the eternal partners, the duo of destiny?
Always, pal.
Bother and blow! You've made me miss my aeroplane! And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling juveniles! Wonderful. That takes care of everything. Let's have a dramatic sting, some grainy film, and a fade out. James, why?
You're right, pal. Skim milk masquerades as cream.
James, why are you doing this? Were you the mastermind all along? Are you taking revenge? Why?
Well, no reason. I just thought it would be a good plot twist.
Oh.
It's been fun, but it's time for me to move up in the world. No more bog standard hotels, 2 olives in every drink, and a 100% success rate no one dare argue with.
James, you unprincipled fiend! Thanks to you, we can never use that title sequence ever again! How dare you give the editor more work?
It's time to call it a night. I'm off to an abandoned airfield to pick up my ride. Laters!
James, you come right back here this instant! The ukulele belongs to me! James, stop right there. It's over.
You double olive-eaten toad. If I can't have the diamond,
No one will! No! It's a pity, James. I don't think we'll be skiing this summer.
Superlative work, X04. You managed to recover the Colonel and secure a rogue diamond. You even smoked out the traitor in our midst.
Let's just say that treachery is a trait which I despise lugubriously.
You'll be pleased to hear that Johnny Credit Card is now behind bars and former Agent Whitlock will be joining him.
They should start a band together. I'm sure that will pass the time.
I have further commendations for you, XO4. I have heard word that you single-handedly thwarted a plot to infiltrate and raid Lord Sinclair's mansion. Is this true?
Well, be it not behoven upon me to irrigate the facts, sir. Oh, and by the way, I learned the codes of all 13 major bank safes in London.
It's about time you were rewarded for services rendered. I'd like to offer you a promotion that even Moxie would be jealous of.
You know, Trepane, I'm beginning to like you.
As you know, before I can ask number one for approval, I must utter the obligatory speech. Since time immemorial, from the dawn of time, from the ages of eons, men have sought the stars. From whence would a man e'er go to strive ever onward, ever upward, all in the name of receiving a promotion? Such attestation is not beyond the reaches of a hand so long as he strives.
Get KM24 right now.
Sorry, sir. He's on vacation for 6 months.
Coupled with the earnest desire of odious men and the wagging tongue of the doubting nabobs. I can't believe this speech is going on for so long. The sin is over by the time I get to this point. Edit this all over again.
Hats off to you, take one, take two. You are so cool, I am the fool. They hear your voice, they have no choice. You can't stop me, take two, take three. He is the aura, the law and the order. You won't get away, he is teeth to the prey. Fighting for justice is much of a muchness. Soon comes the day when the bad guys will say, hats off to you, take one, take two. You are so cool. Hats off to you, to you.